Hey everybody, I'm in my studio, little water running in the backyard, and we're going to do a watercolor demo for Gorchika. I hope I pronounced her name right. She's a charming lady who I hope to meet one day personally, but we've talked a lot, over social media and online. She has a question about doing watercolor and having the depth of field. I think if I got it right. So it's, talking about the values in watercolor. I haven't done a watercolor for a while online. So here's one. Notice how we're guiding the eye back. So this would obviously be the center of interest here. It has the most contrast, pulling the eye back, bringing it back here. So that's one. And then here's some other ones. This one's done kind of quick. Let's see what else we have. This one here is kind of cool. And so if you notice, we're really playing with values. So I think saturation is the key. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be another one of those really, Corey, sped up classical music videos, because it's just going to be really boring otherwise. It's going to take a while. I'll probably spend over an hour on it. At least over an hour, so that'll be a while if I have to talk through it. And the other thing is, I really don't talk a lot while I'm working. I know it sounds strange, but all of the videos I've done over all the years, it's all an act. And the funny part is that I was talking to one of my students. She goes, "I don't get it." So I started naming all the movies that I take all my crazy lectures from. She hadn't seen the movies. We have a generation thing going here, you guys. She hasn't seen Young Frankenstein or Lethal Weapon or all these crazy movies that I take stuff from. So the lectures are going to stop and demos are now going to happen. So let's say goodbye to some of the crazy stuff. Just doesn't work today, which is fine, because when I work, I don't talk to myself. Anyway, so here's some fun stuff. Now, what I'm going to paint from was going to be some photos that I just got today from a student that I got to spend the entire summer with, and you're going to see total glare here, so let's go like that. This is Kelsa, and Kelsa just got back from camping, and Kelsa kind of exploded onto the scene in my life as a student, and she is nothing less than exceptional in every way. She's one of my students from the university, but she studied with me the entire summer at my school, and all I can say is she has exploded onto the scene. And so she took these pictures. So I'm going to just kind of grab from a bunch of them. But if you notice that this has a beautiful S shape to it, I don't think Kelsa can do anything that doesn't succeed, because she's got so much natural talent. And you can see how the composition just works. So this is going to be your first of several introductions of Kelsa and the other students who are from the summer. They were kind of handpicked, and it was a crazy summer in the fact that there was no drama. We had 23 kids, 13 of them from college currently. We had high school students. We also had students that had already graduated from college and they're training for their career, and they all got along. And I think one of the greatest moments was Kelsa. She really knew how to keep everybody together. For the people out there who are looking to employ, you're going to want to keep an eye open for her, and I'll continue to talk about her and let you know how she's doing. She's the kind of person that when she walks in the room, the lights get brighter. And I have been in so many meetings, whether it be in animation or advertising, where there's just so much stress in the room, and you just don't need more stress. So Kelsa's the kind of person that can listen, she can think, she could organize. She's got incredible talent, but she just brightens up a room, and she's light, and I think that's very important today. And I think for her, it's just her natural DNA. So we're going to dedicate this this video to Gorchika, of course, who is already successful and living in Germany, and then of course to Kelsa, who is going to change our industry, always for the better, continue to make our industry what it is, which is great. And will make San Jose proud that she graduated from one of the finest institutions in the country that I'm so proud to be able to teach at. Okay, that is my thing. So how do we do it? Well, let's take a look. Here is what I'm going to paint from. Basically what we're going to do is when we want to kill the saturation, so many times, you know, because we're always saying warm come towards you and cools go back. That's true, but saturation plays a very big part. So you can put a blue in the background and it keeps coming towards you because the saturation of the color is so strong. And we want to kill the saturation. I always call kill the color. Do a cheerleader. Give compliments. Push it back. Cheerleaders are always going, push it back, way back. How do you do it? Just give so many compliments that the person goes numb. They go gray. And that's kind of what the cheerleaders will do. It's just a joke. Cheerleaders don't do that. But it's a joke, somehow to remember it. How do you do it? Well, if you're on this part here, let's say you're doing a bunch of greens and blues, just go across the way and add some red. It's that simple. So if I have a green, I'm drawing on my iPad. So I've got this like real green going here. It's really super green. See that? Real strong in its saturation. Saturation just means the amount of pure color that's in there. So you see how green that is? All I have to do is come over and grab a little red and put it in there. And if you notice, it's still a green, but it's been pushed back, you see? And that's where it gets really fun. And just push it back. It's still a green, but it's pushed back. It's grayed down. So I kind of like to paint all my paintings as a series of grays. A series like a green gray, a blue gray. And that gives me kind of a realism. Then where I want the audience to look, I can put in, you know, these very bright. This is saturation. You see how bright this color is here? So that's your saturation. And that will pop the eye. So like, I'll probably do this one here. Look at her composition. Look at how Kelsa knows how to just naturally do a composition. She's got this beautiful S shapes happening here. And you know a real talent when they walk in the room. And we have lots of them. So what's going to make Kelsa different for you guys out there in the studios is not only is she a real talent, a pure talent, but she is also a very light and fun and optimistic person. And I watched her for 8 weeks, and she's the real thing. So if you notice with here, that's her personality, saturated, very, very, very poppy, very, you know, very beautiful. Then we go back into the background, okay? So here's my Kelsa composition. She can be very relaxed, very calm in the room, and you won't even know she's there. She's listening, she's focused. And then when she needs to be, she's a saturated person who brightens up the room, makes everybody happy. Then she goes back to being more laid back. So how's that for a lecture? Okay, I'm going to put on some music, because I get to do that. And I'm going to paint and relax. This is my first day that is my own since we've done this summer. Okay? All right, let Corey know what you think and let him know what else you need. All right, take care, you guys. Bye. Okay, so that was fun. This is relaxing. I'm gonna do more of these. It's kind of cool because I can just sit back and listen to my music because Corey's gonna speed it up. And I don't usually like those sped up ones, but I like the way Corey does it. Okay, so what do we got? We got the center of interest is down here, obviously, and then it's going to take us around this way and right up here. The clouds, which I made up, are going to point to here, and then we have our foreground, which kind of, so it's kind of a U V-shaped composition. We use the negative space quite a bit and a lot of texture to kind of show off where we want the audience to look. So I don't know, in a movie, and we probably kill Bambi's mom either here, or we kill Bambi's mom here, here, here. We're all pretty good. If you get up here, now I like to think of composition as like a shopping mall. If you want to get from one place to another, you either take an elevator, which will take you straight down, you can see that, or this series of escalators, which will also, so the elevator will get you down faster. The escalator will take you down nice and slow. And so I put those in. And what that will do is give you a chance to kind of look around, all right? If you go to here, that means you're on a trampoline and you can get up onto the second story. Other than that, thank you, Gorchika from Germany. I look forward to meeting you at some point. And Miss Kelsa, I get to see you every week as well as teach you on a daily basis. And I get to mentor you, which is a big difference between teaching and mentoring. Teaching, you teach your class. You go in, you prepare, you live for the students, you give them everything you've got, you go in there, and if you're really not all about the students, then you really shouldn't be there. And you walk into that room and you give it all you got. You don't hold anything back. Mentoring, that's a different thing. That means you actually put the student ahead of yourself. And you think they're, throughout the day, how could this benefit them? How could they do well for this? You literally buy a book, for them to look at. You enjoy it too. But everything is like, how does this benefit them? You kind of think of them almost as if your own kids. And you always put your kids ahead of yourself. So with Miss Kelsa, she's being mentored. And she's worth it. Okay, guys, so we'll thank Kelsa for going out in the wild where I don't go. See, the problem with going out to take these pictures is you have to go outside. And you have to go outside. And right now, Siri is saying everything I'm saying on my iPad. That's really creepy. You have to go outside, and there's bugs outside, and there's fresh air outside. So I can live vicariously through people like her who don't mind going outside and getting sunburned. All right, I'll see you on the next round. Everybody say thank you to Corey. Thank you, Corey.